there will be no youth without you involved. So now is the time to get involved. One of the worst things for our world to be is to be living in a world where our generation is lost and searching in their old age. Proverbs 22 and verse 6 in the Message Bible says, "If you train up a child in the way that they should go, they will go in that direction and they won't be lost." What will our world be like in the near future? The world in which we live will become a lost world. We live in an age where our youth are influenced by what they see and what they hear. How will our youth see and hear us? How will they remember what they've heard from us? I believe that if there is no you, then there is no them, there is no they or us. We must be involved in our children. My name is Derek McElroy, and my topic today is going to be, you are the part of the youth. In this presentation, I want you to understand the importance of your voice and why we all are needed, a child's cry, and inspire you to take action by getting involved with our youth. Franklin D. Roosevelt once stated, "We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future." A voice to remember is a voice important. The voice our children and youth hear the most is the voice they'll likely remember the most. So often we reflect on the importance of our own, my own parents' voice. In my young life growing up, I think to myself, who would I be? Where would I be? How would I be? Where would I be at right now? My life probably would have turned in a total different direction. But I thank God for the voice of my parents and their presence and guidance, their instruction, their support, and most of all, their love. Ask yourself these questions. As parents, as men and women who can be mentors to our youth, am I doing enough? Are we doing enough? How can I help my child? How can I help the youth? How can I help them in such a time as this? Our youth are certainly desperate. They're certainly crying out, and they're certainly needing us. They need us to be involved. What can I do for the youth and the generations of rising? The answer for all those questions is just get involved now. Don't wait another second, another minute, or another day to get involved. We must not wait, but we must get involved right now. Children are so confused because there's no guidance, there's no support, there's no concern of parents, elders for the youth. Many of our youth are growing up in jail, in prison, incarcerated, psych wards, orphanages, and on the streets. Some of them are all alone and no one to bring them in, neither embrace them with love. Many of them are on the verge of having a mental breakdown, going through depression, suicidal, angry, and having no regard for life, let alone the life of their own. There's no respect and there's no honor. Sadly, death is the final destination. Why? Because of the absence of the parents and those who could have mentored them. That's why it's important to get involved and do something great in their lives now. Without my parents' love, their voice and presence, I too would have been a child with wasted talents and gifts. I would have been in prison or in the grave. Author and speaker, the late Miles Monroe, stated in his book, "The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose." As parents and mentors, we help children and youth discover what their purpose is. Get involved and help your children help some young boy or girl discover their true purpose. What voice will sons and daughters and the youth of our generation remember? Be a voice that they will remember in such a great way that they become even greater and positive voices in the generations that are rising. They need us and we need them. There will be no youth without you involved. A child's cry for both mom and dad and our spiritual mothers and fathers are, "Mom, where are you? Dad, where are you? Please teach me how to live." Even some adult children are crying out, "I just want you to teach me how to live. How come you could not have taught me how to be a man or a woman?" Where were you when I needed you the most? How come you didn't come to my rescue? How come you didn't save me? I want my father, I want my mother. These are some of the questions that our children are asking. So don't sit back and let this generation of youth and your children deteriorate. Jump on board, start a campaign, invest in your time and effort, your love and affection in the youth. Our youth are a cause and reason why we need to get involved and stay involved. Don't be silent any longer in the lives of your children. We must not be silent in the lives of our youth. Be a hero for the youth. Be a hero for today. Be a hero in the lives of your children, starting with your own home, with your own children. We need parents to get involved. We need parents who will say, no matter what it takes, I can get involved. We can beat the odds. We can save lives. We can impact generations of youth who have been given up on, who have been deemed that there are no hope. We are the advocates. Let's make a change right now. In my conclusion, the time to get involved is now. It is crucial that we be present in the generation to come before our children and youth. We live in an age where our youth are influenced by what they see and hear. How will they remember what they've heard from us? Join me and many other parents and mentors in building a youth today for a future tomorrow. Our children are desperately seeking for something. Let's help them find it. I am Derek McElroy, and remember, there is no youth without you involved.